Summer 2025 power outages are coming. Hey everyone, it's your name here, and today we're diving headfirst into a topic that's not just about cool gadgets, but about being seriously prepared. We're talking about the predicted power outages for summer 2025. Experts are saying that the grid is more vulnerable than ever, and we could be looking at widespread outages when demand peaks next summer. That's why I've put together this essential guide based on the latest grid vulnerability assessments and expert recommendations to make sure you're not left in the dark. We're talking 8 must-have items that could make all the difference when the lights go out. So let's get right to it. Alright, first things first, when the power goes out, you want to make sure you've got juice. And I'm not talking about the kind you left in your fridge. We're talking portable power stations, the superheroes of a blackout. These aren't your grandpa's clunky generators. We're talking sleek, silent powerhouses that can charge everything from your phone to your fridge. Think of them like giant battery packs with multiple outlets and enough power to keep your essential devices running for hours, even days. When you're shopping for a portable power station, consider your power needs, add up their wattage, and that'll give you a ballpark idea of the capacity you need. And hey, while you're at it, don't forget to grab some extra solar panels if you've got the space. One brand I've been impressed with is Brand Name. They make super reliable and powerful stations that are also portable and easy to use. So don't wait until it's too late. Get yourself a portable power station and be your own power company. Okay, let's talk about staying cool when the mercury rises and the power goes kaput. Summer without AC can feel like living inside a pizza oven. But don't sweat it. There are some seriously cool, pun intended, technologies out there to beat the heat. First up, we've got battery-powered fans. These aren't your grandma's dusty attic fans. We're talking sleek, powerful, and surprisingly quiet fans that can keep the air circulating. Next, we've got evaporative coolers, also known as swamp coolers. These ingenious devices work by evaporating water, which naturally cools the air. They're super energy efficient, especially compared to traditional AC units, and they can be a lifesaver during a power outage. For those who want to go high-tech, there are even wearable cooling devices that look straight out of a sci-fi movie. These bad boys use things like thermoelectric cooling plates or tiny fans to circulate cool air around your body. Whatever cooling system you choose, make sure you know how to use it safely and effectively. Remember, staying cool during a power outage isn't just about comfort, it's about your health. Alright, let's talk about the elixir of life, water. When the grid goes down, access to clean water is non-negotiable. The key here is twofold storage and purification. You want to have enough water on hand to last you and your family for at least 3 days, ideally longer. A good rule of thumb is to store 1 gallon of water per person per day. You can buy those big old jugs of water from the store or repurpose containers you already have, like empty soda bottles or juice jugs. Just make sure you clean them thoroughly with soap and water before filling them up. Speaking of water filters, these little guys are absolute game changers when it comes to staying hydrated during an emergency. They can remove all sorts of nasty stuff from water like bacteria, viruses, and even heavy metals, making it safe to drink. Having a reliable water strategy in place will give you peace of mind, knowing that you and your family can stay hydrated no matter what. Chapter 4. Let there be light. Modern emergency lighting setups. Right, let's be honest, nobody wants to be fumbling around in the dark during a power outage. That's why having a solid emergency lighting setup is absolutely crucial. First up, we've got battery-powered LED lanterns. These are great for providing ambient light for a room. Look for ones with long battery life, adjustable brightness settings, and maybe even some fun features like built-in Bluetooth speakers or USB charging ports. Then we've got headlamps, which are a total game changer when you need to keep your hands free. And for a more sustainable option, we've got solar-powered lights. Leave these bad boys out in the sun during the day, and they'll soak up enough energy to keep your home illuminated all night long. Don't forget about candles. They're not exactly high-tech, but they're reliable, inexpensive, and they can provide a surprising amount of light. Just be sure to use them safely and responsibly, away from anything flammable. Remember, having a reliable lighting setup is about more than just seeing where you're going. It's about safety and security. Chapter 5. Food preservation. innovative methods for keeping it fresh. When the power goes out, your fridge and freezer become a race against time. First things first, if the power goes out, try to keep your fridge and freezer closed as much as possible. But what about those times when you need to keep food cold for longer periods? That's where innovative solutions come in handy. We're talking about solar-powered fridges and coolers that can keep your food chilled, even without access to the grid. These high-tech coolers are becoming increasingly affordable and efficient, and they can be a lifesaver during prolonged power outages. Now, let's talk about non-electric food preservation methods. One classic method is canning. This involves preserving food in airtight jars or cans, which are then heated to kill any bacteria that could cause spoilage. Another option is dehydrating. This involves removing moisture from food, which inhibits the growth of bacteria and extends its shelf life. Remember, keeping your food fresh during a power outage takes a little planning and effort, but it's totally doable. All right, let's talk about staying connected when the digital world goes dark. First up, we've got the trusty hand-crank radio. This old-school gadget might seem a little retro, but it's a lifesaver in an emergency. Not only can you tune into emergency broadcasts, but many models also come equipped with a built-in flashlight and even a USB port for charging your phone. Speaking of phones, don't rely solely on your smartphone for communication during a power outage. Its battery life is limited. That's where a satellite phone comes in handy. These bad boys work independently of cell towers, meaning you can make and receive calls even when traditional networks are down. Now, if you're looking for a more budget-friendly option, consider a personal locator beacon, or PLB. These compact devices send out a distress signal with your location to search and rescue teams in case of an emergency. And hey, don't forget about the power of good old-fashioned communication. Establish a communication plan with your family and neighbors before an outage occurs. Designate a meeting place, exchange phone numbers, and make sure everyone knows how to get in touch. Remember, staying connected during a power outage is about more than just checking social media. It's about safety, security, and peace of mind. So be prepared, stay connected, and don't let a power outage leave you feeling lost and alone. All right, let's talk about everyone's least favorite topic: injuries. When disaster strikes, being prepared for medical emergencies is crucial. We're talking about building a next-level first aid kit that can handle everything from minor scrapes to more serious injuries. First things first, you need a sturdy and spacious container to store all your medical goodies. Now let's talk about the essentials. Band-aids of various sizes, gauze pads, antiseptic wipes, antibiotic ointment, medical tape, pain relievers, allergy medication, and don't forget the sunscreen. But here's where we take it up a notch. We're talking about adding in some more advanced items like a CPR mask, a tourniquet, suture kit, and even a SAM splint for immobilizing fractures. And here's a pro tip: take a first aid course. Knowing how to use your first aid kit is just as important as having one in the first place. Plus, you'll learn valuable skills like CPR and basic wound care. Remember, being prepared for medical emergencies isn't about being paranoid, it's about being responsible. So gather your supplies, learn some life-saving skills, and be ready to handle whatever comes your way. All right, let's face it. When the power's out and the Wi-Fi's down, boredom can set in faster than you can say Netflix and chill. But fear not, there are plenty of ways to keep the whole family entertained without relying on screens. First up, we've got the classics: board games, card games, and puzzles. These timeless activities are a great way to pass the time, challenge your brain, and bond with loved ones. Dust off those old favorites or try something new. Next, let's get creative. Break out the art supplies and have an impromptu art session. Tell stories, write a play, or put on a puppet show. And don't forget about the power of music. A battery-powered speaker and a playlist of your favorite tunes can do wonders for boosting morale. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, head outside. Go for a hike, explore your neighborhood, or have a picnic in the park. And finally, use this time to connect with your family and friends on a deeper level. Have meaningful conversations, share stories, and reminisce about good times. Sometimes the best entertainment is simply spending quality time with the people you love. Remember, a power outage doesn't have to equal boredom. Embrace the opportunity to unplug, get creative, and make lasting memories with your loved ones. So there you have it, folks. 8 essential items that will not only make surviving those summer 2025 power outages bearable, but maybe even, dare I say, enjoyable? Okay, maybe enjoyable is a stretch, but you get the idea. Remember, a little preparation goes a long way. By taking the time to gather these essential items and learn how to use them effectively, you'll be ready to face whatever challenges come your way. And hey, if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.